Strike when the iron is hot. That is the saying. That means take advantage of the opportune moment. And that is exactly what I'm going to be doing today in the wood yard. I have a little bit of time and I got a couple things to do. And the other added benefit is today I actually have a little help. When I lined up over here, some empty totes. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 empty totes that this stack of wood we are going to toss as much as we can into these IBC totes. And along with getting wood into those totes to take into the woodshed, because over the past week with the sub-zero temperatures, we were burning more wood, and when you burn more wood, it creates more ash. So I also have to go up and clean out the boiler. So I'll bring you guys along because there were a few comments wondering about how often or what happens when I clean out the ash. So I've got ashes to clean out, which is the final touching of the wood. If you think about it, all the handling you do of firewood, the final, very last time you touch the firewood is when you remove the ashes from the burner, the stove, whatever you have, and that's it. That's like the final touch. So we're going to be getting wood ready to go in, and then I have to get the ashes cleaned out. Load them up. Oh. Together. And hit the other one loose over it out. behind you. All right, so the totes are all loaded. I believe, if I'm looking at this correctly, I am counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pallets, and we have 1, 2, almost 3. So we're not quite halfway through this stack, or over half of this stack is remaining, which is good. Still a good amount of wood sitting over here. All right. And they don't know yet if it's going to snow or rain later this week, but either way, snow or rain. Ah, come on. But either way, no matter what we get, snow or rain, this stuff will be covered up. Just like that. Now let's go clean some ash. So I'm gonna have to go get my respirator to wear for cleaning out the ashes in there, my face mask. But as I was coming up to the house, I noticed that, oh, 2 bins moved. Somebody came and cleared out 2 of those bins. And that must have just happened because when I went back to the wood yard right after work, those were full. So like I mentioned earlier, the more wood that you burn, the more ash you have. And over the past week with the cold spell that we were in, I was burning a lot of wood and there's a lot of ashes in there. It may not look like it because once I open the door, a lot of those coals will reignite, and so it may look like there's a lot of coals in there, but what I was doing is digging down underneath those coals and just removing the ash. So you may or may not know this, but some wood creates more ash than others. So for example, hackberry creates a lot of ash, and ash creates a lot of ash. And so I had a bunch of that in one of the totes that I was burning last week, and it just makes a lot of ash. So I cleaned out that whole trash can full, and now, like I said, there's still plenty of good coals in there. You can see in the end there that all those coals were back burning, and it was just nice. There's a nice fire going. So I'm never really concerned about cleaning out too many of the coals with the ash, because there's plenty of coals in there, and once that blower kicks on, the wood will get going once again. So that is the process for cleaning out ashes from the outdoor wood burner, the WoodMaster 4400. So it's a pretty simple process, cleaning out the ashes, but depending on how much wood you burn, like in the beginning of the burning season, I was probably cleaning out the ashes every 2 weeks, maybe longer. But now when I'm burning more wood here in the cold of winter, it's probably every 10 days, I would say, for sure. So the ashes are cleaned out, the totes are reloaded, ready to come back in. So wood is moving all over the place. Wood is moving out on the final stages in the form of ashes. Wood is getting moved into the totes to move into the shed, and now I gotta move some more wood up to the roadside stand.